What's up, guys? Wes back with Auto Mafia Racing, and today we bring you back the Raptor. Now, the Raptor recently got a wrap, so now it is a wrapped Raptor. And today I'm going to be talking about the 5 or more things that I don't particularly care about, or the 5 things I hate about my 2019 Ford Raptor. We've had it for a little over a month now, so we've really gotten to drive it and know the truck, so we know what it can do, what it can't do, gas mileage, everything like that, and we've gotten used to it, and we like it a lot. But there's a couple things I don't. To start with, this is an off-road truck. I live in Florida. Florida's a dirty place. It's got sand everywhere. So my least favorite thing about the truck is that I couldn't do what I do with my F350, and I could not order the truck with rubber floors. Yes, it has floor mats, rubber floor mats. However, it still has carpet. And you see how dirty this is, guys? I know it looks terrible, but this was detailed a little over a week ago. And that's it. It's gotten this dirty in a week of traveling, getting in and out of the truck, because we have dirt and sand. But it does come with floor mats. They're pretty good. However, our F350 had full rubber floors. And the F150, you can buy with rubber floors. So I don't understand why they didn't let us do that with the Raptor. We tried, they wouldn't let us do it. So that's big complaint number 1. So guys, detail number 2 that I don't particularly care for about the Ford Raptor. We obviously have the back end wrapped. We ordered it with a blank stickerless rear end. Now, why did we do that? Because I did not like the factory sticker. It was just like kind of a stripe and it said Raptor on it. I liked the first generation where it looks like this. It's kind of broken up. So we took the first generation style and we added Auto Mafia Racing to it with a nice satin color, and we corrected problem number 2 with the truck. And I say corrected because it looked okay with the factory style sticker on it, but it really did not look good without the sticker. It looked like kind of a weird F-150, not a Raptor. So putting the first generation style sticker on looks way better. It gets noticed way more. So that's problem number 2. So problem number 3 with our Ford Raptor is something you guys are probably going to laugh at, because again, we're in Florida. So I'm going to get in the truck here and I'm going to show you something. So when you get in the truck, turn it on. Okay, we'll crank her up. Say it's a cold day outside. So this might not count if you live somewhere where it's hot all the time, kind of like I do, but the wife drives this truck a lot. Now, it's got awesome heated and cooled seats down here. You can see we have the heated seats on, right? Heated seats. That's awesome. However, it's got a heated steering wheel, which is fantastic. The wife loves it. I like it when we travel up to the cold areas because these get really cold. But how do you turn it on? There's no button here. There's no button here. There's no button anywhere on the steering wheel. It's there. See that? That's how you turn the heated steering wheel on. However, if you're some other screen, okay, like the navigation screen, you can't get to it. It tells you it's on. If you're in the climate control, which is what we would all think that's where it would be, right? Like right there probably. It's not there, okay? Menu, you can get to it via menu. Or you have to hit the home button and then you can get to it. So for me, I know it's just a basic gripe. It's totally nitpicking and complaining, but I like an actual button. I don't want to turn a heated something on. Give me a button on the dash I can push. Give me a button on my steering wheel I can push. All the trucks that I've had before that had heating steering wheels, it was on the steering wheel. So you just would click it and click it off. You didn't have to mess with the screen, all the digital crap. Because it's another step if you have your phone already hooked up. It's a whole nother step to get out of the phone and into the main menu to get back and turn that on or off. Now, it is great. It turns on automatically when it's below, like, I think 60 or 50 degrees in the exterior, and the heated seats when you remote start it. It's fantastic. I love it. It works fabulously, but it's a pain to get to. It's just weird. It's a pain to get to. So let's do another issue with the truck. Another issue is something that everyone's gonna be like, oh, well, that's not what the truck is for. It's fuel economy, okay? As you can see, our fuel economy is sitting at 14.8 miles per gallon with 10,000 miles on the truck. Now, we exclusively run 93 octane in this truck. We don't put 87 in it. We run 93 octane. We're down in Florida. We get it every time. Good gas stations, good fuel. However, it gets 14.8 miles per gallon. for comparison, my F350 dually long bed diesel got like 14.4, 14.5 miles per gallon with diesel. Now diesel was about the same price, if not a little bit cheaper than premium, but it's not 100% the truck's fault. You see, myself included and my wife like to drive the truck in sport mode, which is a couple of hits of the button, take it to sport mode. When it's in sport mode, the truck doesn't shift up to 10th gear as easy. It holds revs out longer. It is way more touchy with the throttle. The throttle response is turned way up, and I think it actually does more boost. The truck is way faster in sport mode. But the funny part is that my wife likes driving in sport mode, so she actually only gets 14 miles per gallon when she daily drives this truck. So it's not any better miles per gallon. I know you can get better in it because I've done it myself. Not in sport mode, cruising on the highway. This truck does have the 410 gears in it, so the upgraded gears. But just cruising on the highway, we can get 16.9, maybe 17 out of the truck. But still, that's pretty terrible, even considering the fact that it's on big tires and has 410 gears. I'm not saying that I expected more. I guess I did. I expected to get at least like 18. I'd have been just totally pleased to get 20 out of it, even though I know that's probably not a thing that would happen with these big tires and everything else on the truck. It's like driving a brick down the road, or a block of cheese, right? It's huge. Makes a lot of noise. So 14.8 miles per gallon, that's kind of sad. I was hoping for better. I know it's twin turbo, I know it's boosted, I know it makes 400 plus horsepower and 500 foot-pounds of torque. I know, I get it, trust me, I love the truck. Just, I wanted a little bit better when I was beating on it, but it is what it is, you can understand that. So next issue we have with the truck is the issue that everyone has. It's the exhaust note. This truck is 100% stock. 100% stock. So I take that back. It has wheels and tires on it, but performance wise it's 100% stock. Now the issue with that is the stock exhaust note it doesn't sound that awesome. They've kept it kind of deep, so it's not terrible when you're driving down the road, but it's just not that great. And I get it. I know it's a V6. I'm a V6 guy. I'm a turbo guy. So it's not terrible to me. I can appreciate the sound, but I can't lie and say that, you know, a Coyote wouldn't sound so much better. Just, you know, a high revving Coyote that's a little more grunt to it. Even if it makes less power than the twin turbo motor, it would just sound a little bit better. So there you go. There's your other complaint. But other than that, honestly, we really like the truck. It's a great truck. So one of the last things we're going to talk about is actually one of the bigger issues with the truck. And again, I have to nitpick to find these issues because the truck is just so good, absolutely so good. And that issue is the parking brake, or the emergency brake, which is not an emergency brake anymore. It is a parking brake. It is 100% electronic. But the problem isn't that it's electronic. The problem is that it is not right here where you would expect it to be, or anywhere reachable. It's down here. Okay, it's right there, which from a sitting position, I don't sit that far back, and I have to lean forward to hit it and pull it. Lean forward to touch it. I'm just not a big fan of that. I mean, give me the old school, crunch it down to the floor like a truck, hit it again to release it. I'm good with that. Then it's an emergency brake, but I get it. It's an electronic one. It uses hydraulic brakes, not a cable driven, I don't think. So I get it, but put it over here, guys. Put it over here where everything else is. Give me it right there so I can just click and do it like in every other car. And you know, that's just where it should be. It should be accessible, not way down here with something you never touch, like the pedals. Once they're set, they're set. So again, like I said, I have to nitpick to find all these things, but that's another one. The last one is basically the lane keeping assistance. I don't like. Not at all. I don't know anyone who actually does like it. I call it the anti-drunk assistance, because it basically just yells at you and jerks the steering wheel super hard if you go over the line. Now, if you don't like to ride directly in the center or a little in the center of the road, you're going to turn this off, because it likes to put you directly in the center of the lane, if not slightly more towards the inside of the lane. And why I don't like that is if you got crazy drivers, or down here in Florida we have a bunch of snowbirds, all the old people driving around, and they cross the line a lot, or they get really close to that inside line. So I like to ride the outside line. Now it doesn't like to let me do that, and it'll pull back, and that's all well and good, but its real big issue is when you're driving and that line disappears and there it goes into a turning lane, or the road moves, or you go over construction, it'll just randomly jerk the steering wheel of the truck, thinking that you're going over the wrong lane because the lines are all funky and they're in a weird spot. And that's just absolutely no good. It does not work for me. We turn it off almost all the time because it's not good. It will jerk you, and to me it's more scary to drive with that on because I never know what it's actually going to do. So again, I'm nitpicking because I love this truck. It is absolutely wonderful. But that is it for today, guys. That's all we're going to do. That's all the bad I'm going to talk about my Raptor, because I love my Raptor. It's fantastic. If you can afford one, you know, the $65,000, $70,000, $75,000 truck, I highly recommend you get one. I don't care whether you take it off-roading. It can be a mall crawler. It's great for just the little off-road or a dirt road you're ever going to take it. It's great for gravel. It's great for dirt. It's great for snow. It does all that super, super well. It's great with four-wheel drive. We literally took it to the Daytona 500 a couple days ago, and we had to park like in a ditch, and it was a very steep ditch, and just clicked it in the four-wheel, pulled right out like it was nothing. Yes, I know a regular F-150 could do it, but it handles it perfectly, and all the crappy roads, it just glides over, gives you a little bounce. It soaks up everything that's harsh about the bumps, which is really, really nice when you're on crappy roads. Orlando people, I'm talking to you. I-4 is miserable. This soaked it up very nicely. So again, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment below everything that you guys hate and like about your Raptor. Again, it's a 2019 Ford Raptor. I highly recommend it, even with these issues. These are just my nitpicks. We'll see you guys next time.